Okay, get ready for this one because it's a whole soap opera. So apparently Prince William is absolutely fuming. Like beyond his usual stiff upper lip kind of upset, this time the man is ready to explode. And why? Because Prince Harry, of all people, decided to open his mouth to deny some royal family drama, but only when it's about him. Not when it's about his own dad battling cancer or his sister-in-law being called a racist. No, that didn't get a peep. But the moment someone suggests Harry maybe, just maybe, punched Uncle Andrew in the face, oh, suddenly it's full-blown damage control. Let's rewind. A new book drops, right? It's by Andrew Lowy, not some random blogger, but a respected journalist. He's not out here chasing clout, he's got receipts. And in that book, there's a bombshell claim that back in 2013, Harry allegedly clocked Prince Andrew during a heated family gathering. Apparently, Andrew had been trash-talking Harry behind his back. Harry confronted him, things got heated, and bam, bloody nose. Now before you say that's wild, let's remember this is Harry. The same Harry who admitted in Spare that he physically fought Prince William. The same guy who's had past meltdowns on staff. So this story, it's not exactly coming out of left field. But here's the kicker. Harry immediately denies it. His rep runs straight to People magazine to say, none of this is true. Oh, now we're issuing formal denials? Now we care about clarity? Because where was this energy when Omid Scobie, Harry and Meghan's own buddy, wrote a book calling King Charles and Princess Catherine racist? Crickets. That's what we got. Total silence, no outrage, no defense, nothing. Harry stayed quiet while the media ran with the royals are racist narrative for weeks. But the second someone hints he might have socked his creepy uncle, oh, now he's shouting from the rooftops. And let's not even pretend Scobie wrote that royal expose all on his own. Please. The man had VIP access to the Sussexes. You think he just made up those names for the alleged racist royals? Come on, that book was practically Meghan and Harry's PR arm, but Harry had nothing to say when it dropped. Now suddenly he's in full panic mode over a family brawl rumor, and get this, Prince Andrew hasn't even denied it. Not a word, which is suspicious, right? I mean, this is the same guy who has bent over backwards to clear his name from far worse allegations involving Epstein. But he's just gonna sit back and let people think his nephew gave him a black eye? Really? So either it happened, and Andrew is too embarrassed to admit he got wrecked by Harry, or it didn't happen, and he's staying quiet for some other shady reason. But wait, it gets juicier. That book doesn't just claim Harry threw hands. It also says that after the scuffle, Andrew went on a full-blown rant about Meghan. He apparently told Harry that marrying her was the biggest mistake of his life, said she was too old, an opportunist, and that their marriage wouldn't last a month. Yikes. Now that could be why Harry lost it and ran for the nearest press outlet, because even if that quote isn't real, it adds fuel to a fire Harry's been trying to put out for years, that literally everyone warned him not to marry Meghan. His friends, his family, even the ones who were always polite to her face, and now here comes this book saying even his uncle was waving red flags? That's the kind of PR hit Harry cannot afford right now, especially when his and Meghan's whole independent brand is looking more like a crumbling Instagram facade than a thriving empire. Now let's talk about Prince William, because he is done. Like cooked. The man has held his tongue for years, kept it classy, diplomatic, always the more stable brother, but even he has limits. Apparently his long-standing hatred of Andrew has only gotten worse. Behind the scenes, William's been calling Andrew some very unflattering nicknames and pushing hard to evict him from Royal Lodge. Yes, that massive Windsor estate Andrew refuses to give up even after everything. And can you blame him? Andrew's a walking PR disaster. His name is forever tied to scandal, and yet he clings to those royal perks like a barnacle. King Charles has tried to be the peacemaker, letting Andrew keep some dignity and real estate. But William, not having it. Word is the second William becomes king, he's booting Andrew and Sarah Ferguson from that property without so much as a goodbye wave. And as for Harry, yeah, that relationship is ice cold. The book says they barely speak, and when they do, it's tense and awkward. William thinks Harry is reckless, overly emotional, and totally blind when it comes to Meghan. And who could blame him? Harry went on Oprah, aired all the royal dirty laundry, then dropped a memoir that basically called William a violent bully. And then he has the nerve to talk about reconciliation? People aren't buying it. It's the hypocrisy for everyone. Harry's whole PR machine wants to cry peace and healing, but every single time his image takes a hit, he throws his own family under the bus to clean it up. And get this, right after this whole Andrew Punch story broke, what do we see? Suddenly, TMZ is flooded with beach photos of Harry, Meghan, and Archie frolicking in California like it's a rom-com. Sun, sand, smiles. It was like an influencer photo shoot. The captions were sugary sweet, stuff like living their best royal rebellion and riding high on life. Really? That's your response to assault allegations? Stage a beach shoot like everything's chill? People aren't stupid. That photo drop had coordinated PR stunt written all over it. Too well-timed, too flattering, too staged. It felt desperate. And the copy? So try hard. Lines like, while the UK summer fades into rainy gloom, Harry's basking in the California sun. That's not just PR, that's Meghan's PR. It had her fingerprints all over it. But here's the irony. The photos didn't help. Instead of calming the waters, they made people more skeptical. The whole thing just felt fake. Manufactured. Like they're always trying to spin the next headline before it drops. And then, just when you thought it couldn't get weirder, Meghan suddenly promotes a new wine brand in the middle of all this drama. Yes, wine. And not only that, but the ad campaign barely focuses on the wine. It's all feet shots. Her feet. Like the whole thing was a softcore OnlyFans teaser dressed up as a lifestyle brand. You can't make this stuff up. And behind the scenes, Meghan's team is falling apart. Rumors say her top-tier talent agency, WME, yes, that WME, is ready to cut her loose. Ari Emanuel, one of the most powerful agents in Hollywood, is reportedly done with her. He signed her with high hopes, thinking she'd be the next big thing. But insiders say he quickly got fed up. She wanted full control, ignored all professional advice, and blamed everyone but herself when things flopped. That's become Meghan's whole brand lately. Blame the tabloids, blame the palace, blame Hollywood, but never take responsibility. And even her loyal fans are running out of nice things to say. On her birthday, the best compliment people could come up with was, "She looks great for her age," not, "She's accomplished so much," or "What a brilliant entrepreneur." Just, "She still looks good." Ouch. So while Meghan's team is collapsing like a house of cards, let's not forget about Harry, because if Meghan's brand is messy, Harry's is just confused. Those beachside "we're so happy" photos were supposed to show a chill dad living his dream life in California. You know, barefoot in the sand, sun on his face, tossing Archie in the air like it's a Hallmark movie. But here's the thing, no one's buying it. Look closely at Harry these days. That cheeky royal spark he used to have, it's gone. He looks lost, out of place, like a man who can't figure out where he fits anymore. Not quite royal, but not quite Hollywood either. And let's be real, California has not exactly rolled out the red carpet for him lately. Netflix, cooling off, Spotify, already booted them. Their Archewell Foundation, technically still alive, but buried under constant headlines about drama, backpedaling, and disappointments. The buzz they once had completely faded, and here's what makes this even worse. They need a win right now, badly. Financially, reputationally, everything. Their empire isn't just wobbling, it's one scandal or flop away from toppling, and the public sees it, Hollywood sees it, even the die-hard Sussex fans are starting to whisper, "Okay, wait, but what are they actually doing?" Because let's be honest, what's the plan here? They can't keep riding the wave of royal scandal forever. At some point, people need to see real work, real results. But so far, it's been one PR stunt after another. Glossy photos, buzzwords, press releases, but no real substance. And let's be honest, every time Archie or Lilibet show up in public, it feels painfully staged. A birthday photo conveniently timed to kill a bad headline. A beach day with perfectly soaked shirts and glowing smiles, right after a scandal drops? Please. It's less real family moment, more PR chess move. That's the real issue. Everything with Harry and Meghan feels calculated. An interview here, a denial there, a podcast, a wine launch, a beach photo, all carefully packaged to shape a narrative, but it lacks heart, it lacks authenticity, and people are noticing. Meghan's brand, all over the place. One day she's doing wellness, next it's luxury rosé, then it's social justice. No focus, no follow-through, just a stream of Instagram-worthy launches that fizzle fast. Even her biggest backers are backing off. Word is Ari Emanuel's done trying to manage the chaos. She wants the fame and the empire, but not the actual grind that builds one. And Harry? He's stuck. He ditched royal life for freedom, but ended up trapped in a messy, awkward middle ground. His public image? Still bruised? People wanted to root for him, but after Oprah, the memoir, and endless family shade, sympathy's running thin. You can't keep asking for privacy while living like full-time influencers. You can't call for peace while your team drops bombs. And now, the magic's wearing off. Hollywood's losing interest. The public's tuning out. Even their most loyal fans are wondering what's next. If they want to salvage anything, it's time for something real. Not another beach shoot, not another statement, just action, transparency, accountability. Because this fairy tale, it's cracking and fast.